I didn't touch him.
Oh, you know.
Listen,
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of him. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of it.
Tensions exploded between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez at a fiery press conference in New York, nearly erupting into a full-blown brawl. The atmosphere turned volatile when Crawford charged across the stage during a heated argument, only to be met with a powerful shove from Canelo. Security and Dana White quickly stepped in to prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. The drama didn't end there. Crawford, clearly unfazed, fired back at Canelo's earlier comments about wanting a smaller ring, declaring, "I'm hunting everything he got." Their intense face-off left fans in shock, excitement, and pure anticipation.
I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, "You need to do something," and he did. And now before I respect his word, because he say, "Oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do," and he did. So, but you know me. I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
Terence, is that true? Did Turki Al-Sheikh ask you to spice things up?
Turkey didn't ask me to do nothing. I didn't touch him.
Terence Crawford made it crystal clear. There's no fear in his heart when it comes to facing Canelo Alvarez. With a bold presence at the press conference, Crawford closed the distance intentionally, sending a loud message. He's the one in control. He declared that he stepped to Canelo to prove who's boss, signaling absolute confidence in the face of a massive challenge. Crawford vowed to bring the fight to Canelo, refusing to back down or allow anyone to dictate the pace or strategy. His calm stare, steady posture, and unshaken demeanor weren't just theatrics. They were signs of a man ready to win.
Oh, you know.
Listen,
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of him. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of and you gonna find that out. And as you see, the last press
We'll
conference,
see.
when I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
Canelo Alvarez dismissed the heated stage incident with calm confidence, stating he only reacted when Terence Crawford got too close. "That was my reaction," he explained, adding that tensions were already high and he simply enforced his boundaries. While the moment was intense, Canelo didn't let it overshadow his respect for Crawford, calling him a skilled, complete fighter with vast experience. Still, Canelo made it clear he's entering September's showdown with laser focus, disciplined, driven, and determined to win. "I'm here to win," he asserted, hinting that this could be one of the most defining fights of his career. The animosity, he implied, is very real, not just hype.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Does it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but maybe feel more excited. When I train so hard.
The atmosphere at the New York press conference between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Canelo Alvarez was electric, surging far beyond typical promotional hype. Tension peaked when Canelo shoved Crawford after he aggressively stepped forward, forcing security to intervene before things got out of hand. Earlier, during a heated exchange, Crawford fired off a sharp jab. "The only running I'll be doing is running upside his head." "He's got a big head too," drawing gasps from the crowd. When Canelo suggested a smaller ring, Crawford shot back with a chilling promise. He'd be hunting everything Canelo has come fight night. The animosity felt raw and real.
Not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right
You
now.
can see it, but
it's
gonna be
taking
difficult. You take it to your
I'm
mom.
taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
And
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
but look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm
I
different.
see you too.
You see I'm
I see
different than all the other
No,
ones.
I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
You
see.
know it.
We'll see. We'll
We
see.
gonna
son.
see.
Crawford revealed that he and Canelo shared a surprisingly respectful dinner before their Riyadh press conference, arranged by Saudi promoter Turki Al-Sheikh. Despite the civil setting, Crawford found the dinner awkward. He'd already eaten and barely touched his plate. Meanwhile, Canelo admitted he couldn't stop thinking about their looming clash. While the meal reflected mutual professionalism, Crawford emphasized that any friendliness ends when the bell rings. He plans to turn any lingering tension into laser-sharp focus on fight night.
Menu last night.
Man, there was so much food there. I couldn't eat. I had just ate, so it was kind of crazy.
Did you get the sense that Canelo was perhaps trying to scope you out, or was it just a friendly dinner?
It was a friendly dinner. You know, it wasn't no animosity, bad blood, or anything like that.
Was His Excellency trying to probe anything between you, ask some questions that might cause some hairy moments?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It was all cool.
David Benavidez gave Terence Crawford strong odds in a potential clash with Canelo Alvarez, initially suggesting Crawford has a 70% chance of winning due to his elite boxing IQ, adaptability, and history of dominating top-tier opponents. He praised Crawford's ability to handle pressure and believed that if Crawford adjusts well to the added weight, he could pose a real threat. However, Benavidez later presented a more balanced view, giving Canelo a slight edge, perhaps 60-40, because of the natural size and power advantage at super middleweight. His remarks reflect deep respect for both fighters and acknowledge the unpredictable dynamics that make this matchup so compelling and difficult to call.
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. But Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Earl Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I think don't Terrence win 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 160.
Stephen A. Smith, speaking on ESPN, delivered a thoughtful analysis of the upcoming Canelo vs. Crawford showdown. He emphasized the historic nature of two all-time greats meeting at super middleweight and showed deep respect for both fighters' legacies. Smith praised Crawford's elite boxing IQ and adaptability, especially his tricky southpaw stance, which could trouble Canelo. However, he also acknowledged Alvarez's physical strength, experience, and proven championship pedigree, calling him a dangerous and highly capable opponent in this high-stakes clash.
Say what I think should be going. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go.
Many analysts believe Terence Crawford should take inspiration from Dimitri Bivol's dominant 2022 win over Canelo Alvarez as a potential blueprint for victory. Bivol's strategy, centered on a stiff jab, controlled distance, constant movement, and well-timed bursts of offense, effectively neutralized Canelo's power at light heavyweight. Team Crawford, including trainer Brian "Bomac" McIntyre, has reportedly studied both Bivol and Floyd Mayweather's performances to craft a game plan based on hit-and-run tactics, intelligent footwork, and ring generalship. Some experts suggest Crawford should also draw from Erislandy Lara's elusive movement and switch hitting angles to avoid Canelo's preferred mid-range exchanges. Overall, analysts argue that Crawford has the skills to replicate Bivol's formula: keep Canelo at range, out-jab him, out-maneuver him, and land sharp counters.
Bivol is the fight you gotta study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Canelo because Canelo is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy ballooned up to us.
Terence Crawford has dismissed concerns about the size difference between him and Canelo Alvarez, pointing out that both stand at 5 feet 8 inches. However, this overlooks the major gap in their natural weight classes. Canelo has fought as high as light heavyweight, while Crawford's career has primarily been at welterweight. This contrast highlights more than height. It underscores natural weight and strength disparities. Critics argue that Crawford jumping to super middleweight, 168 pounds, without a rehydration clause could heavily favor Canelo, giving the Mexican star a significant physical advantage on fight night due to his size and power at higher weights.
Fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, yeah, happen. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8". My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
Initially dismissive of a fight with Crawford, Canelo later softened his stance, stating he'd face anyone if the bout made sense financially and added value to his legacy.
Crawford's name keeps coming up, and I know he's a lot smaller than you. Is that a fight that you would ever consider under any circumstance?
I always say if the fight make sense, why not? But he is not in the plan.
He's not in the plan. Okay. Is there a specific reason for it? Is it because of his size, or it won't do anything for you in terms of pushing you toward your goals?
Like I say, it makes sense maybe. I don't know right now. I just wanna enjoy this fight. Please let me enjoy this fight. And then you're gonna know what is next for sure.
In a lighter moment, Canelo jokingly referred to a potential fight with Crawford as an easy payday, even hinting at a possible $150 million purse. This enormous financial incentive is a major factor driving interest from both fighters. The staggering sum highlights the bout's potential as a mega event, fueled by the star power, skill, and legacy each fighter brings to the ring.
Look, the fight with Benavides, say, so, I don't care about that, but
Did you hear what Turkey said? He got on the stage and said, I paid Canelo an offer. He's smart to take it. What are your response to that?
Send me the offer. I think it's what I want. I'm gonna take it.
Would you put a rehydration on?
I don't like to really talk about other fights.
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see. You
I
understand
understand. It's not same happened with Colonia.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with Colonia.
And it happened.
And same happened with the video something.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Troll, with Toro.
That's why I believe the fight got happened. Would you ever go for 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. If they're taking belts away from you, 175, you got Benavides, you got Lorel, you got the that's what you want.
If I go 175,
that would be the first one. And then you can look around and see what's out there 175.
and then
Would you you make of Crawford's performance against Benjamin?
I think he knows why he make a good fight. For me, I think the fight will draw.
Okay.
Will be the other side.
You just say your name a lot. All the videos
Yeah,
out there.
because he want to set the fight. They don't talk about
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? So in the past, you told me no.
the money is right.
Money's got to be big.
I don't like fighting.
You want to stay 160 or 175? All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on PPV.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history.
Thank you.
Take a quick picture.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing.
During an appearance on The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God, Canelo Alvarez acknowledged Terence Crawford's elite skill set but voiced concerns about the proposed super middleweight matchup. He pointed out that Crawford jumping up 3 weight classes to 168 pounds could undermine the significance of the fight. Canelo noted that if he were to win, critics might downplay the victory by arguing that Crawford was too small for the division. While expressing deep respect for Crawford as a fighter, Canelo emphasized that the size disparity is a key factor. He suggested that a win over Crawford wouldn't carry the same weight as victories over natural super middleweights, which could affect the bout's legacy impact.
Everybody wants to fight Benavidez, and now there's conversation about Crawford. Crawford saying he wanted to fight you. Everybody wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Now, I saw after the end of the Crawford fight, the how they call him, the Excellency. Yeah, Turkey. His Excellency. The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Right.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, hands down.
That'll work. And so if
Yeah,
you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I'm in right now.
How you think he did at that weight, at 154? How you think Crawford did?
They are weight class for a reason, and you need to ask him. It's different. I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good.
However, the comment sparked mixed reactions. Some viewed it as confidence, while others saw it as Canelo underestimating Crawford's true abilities.
Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything from in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but like I say, he's a weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and then. You never know what happened.
Yeah.
This comment highlights the mutual respect both Canelo and Crawford command within the boxing world. Known for consistently pursuing greatness, neither fighter is known to duck challenges. Unlike past matchups that left fans underwhelmed, a bout between these two is widely expected to deliver on its promise of high-level competition.
Hey, what makes the elite the elite? A lot of them chase money. Terence chase greatness. Yeah. And I think Canelo chases greatness.
Yeah.
So they're not going to cheat us like Charlo cheated us last night.
Does Canelo's size advantage make the difference? Share your thoughts in the comments.